The Withings Go, I was kind of on the fence for a little bit on whether to buy or not to buy this one as a replacement for my wife's Fitbit. Some of the reviews said it didn't have a lot of features and, some of the things it was lacking made it a non-starter. But when I read what it actually did do, and now that I have one of my own, I realized that, especially in my case, most of those reviews didn't make any sense. So the Withings Go, it looks like just another one of those competitors in the fitness tracking market. Like a lot of reviews say, there's a couple things it doesn't do. It doesn't take text messages from your phone. It doesn't tell you who's calling. It doesn't tell you how many steps you've climbed, and things like that. But what it does do is it does do steps. It tracks swimming. It tracks sleep monitoring. But the biggest thing for me was the fact that here in the back, the Withings has a battery, which means that, according to its own claims, that it can last up to 8 months without needing to be recharged. And it uses this e-ink display, which makes it very low energy, which at the same time means that it's hard to see it if you're in the dark. But anyways, that was a big win for me, because having to recharge the Fitbit was a pain. My wife had a Fitbit. Sometimes she would forget to charge it and would be like, "Oh, honey, can you go charge my Fitbit?" Because supposedly they last for 5 days without needing to recharge, but that might last the first week. Once you get to the second week on or so forth, it's not going to last 5 days. It'll last 1 day tops. The other big thing with the Fitbit is, look at that. These are all the Fitbits we went through since 2014. Finally, Fitbit wrote to us back and said, "You know what, we're not going to replace any more of your Fitbits. You're out of warranty." I guess they were kind of fed up. They would break very easily. One of the big things was the bands would separate pretty easily after just a few months of use. They're very water sensitive, even though supposedly they're water resistant. You had to be really careful around water, or they would just get fried up and stop working properly. So all of this was kind of why we said, well, if we have to buy another one, let's look for another option. The Withings, on the other hand, you can actually swim with it. It does swim tracking. It has a waterproof seal inside where the battery is located. So yeah, that's why I've been really happy with it. You just put it on. You don't have to worry about charging it or taking it off. It doesn't do, a bunch of things that the other trackers do, a lot of features, but hey, at the end of the day, I'm doing this for fitness. I don't need text messages on my watch, or I don't need to see who's calling. I have enough of that on my own phone. So I would say I'm pretty satisfied. I think it's a great product for under $50. And they'll charge a couple bucks for shipping, $2 or $3, something like that. But at that price point, I think this is a pretty good deal, so I'm happy with it.